So let's continue now. Coping with change. So pag sinabi po natin change or pagbabago, kasama na doon yung facing fear. Nararamdaman mo yung takot. Kasi parang yung routine is panibagong innovation mo eh. So parang you have your own routine tapos papalitan mo na naman ng bago. So lahat ng bago, minsan, most of the time, nakakatakot talaga. So ngayon, changes of this magnitude, may tinatawag na tayong magnitude level. Paano mo ba i-cope yung challenges na yun? Paano ba yung reaction mo? Ano ba yung magiging actions mo, reactions or behaviors pag mayroong mga changes na nangyayari sa buhay. Okay? So, we'll get to know more kung paano natin siya patitibayin, yung tinatawag nating resiliency. So, una-una, our students experience virtual graduation online. Okay, so yung mga anak nyo, kapatid, okay, they have this virtual graduation. Most of the time na-experience nga nila is online. Medyo nagkaroon ng anxiety or nagkaroon din ng frustrations because they cannot be in school and hindi nila makita yung mga classmates nila. So, andun yung frustration level because of having this kind of pandemic. But schools are proven enough. Nandun sila to support and make it a reality na makatapos at ma-cope up yung curriculum na kailangan ng mga bata, mga estudyante natin. Okay? Another na nagbago with our routine is yung mandatory wearing of face mask. Hindi ka pwedeng lumabas na hindi ka naka-face mask. Setting up of hand washing or sanitizing stations. Pag pumasok ka sa restaurants or any places dito sa UAE, kahit sa ibang bansa, kailangan mag-hand washing ka, mag-sanitize ka. For before, we don't have that kind of scenario. Basta nakapag-bihis na tayo, okay na, di ba? Another is body temperature checking. Before ka makapasok, they have to check. Merong thermal scanner, physical distancing. Ito yung pinaka talagang nagkaroon ng impact. Kasi lalo na sa atin mga Pilipino, andun yung physical touch. And most of our love language na tinatawag is hugging, okay, shake hands. So lahat yon nagbago. Total change yung nangyari nang dahil sa pandemic. Right? So we also have this experience that before the pandemic, merong physical involvement. But this time, medyo meron ng 2 meters distance. Okay, it's already a mandatory coming from the government. Another thing that we experience is, syempre, yung pagpunta natin ng grocery. Minsan, ando na yung fear eh. Parang, ayaw kong pumunta ng grocery kasi might be doon ko makuha yung COVID. Or ayaw kong pumunta ng outside work because yun nga, andun yung fear, andun yung anxiety. So before, parang andun yung leeway mo to do your routine freely. So ngayon, naging limited siya. Meron kang boundaries na sineset. Number one, for your protection. Secondly, it's a mandatory. Right? So the question here is, yung pinaka talagang nagkaroon ng impact is yung work from home. Yeah? So before, there's a face-to-face conversation with your colleagues. Now it's more on virtual. So you work from home, you have a space na nandun mo, sinasettle lahat ng task mo. So nagkaroon din ng limited. And naging bombard yung time because you have to adjust dun sa work at the same time taking care of your children. Okay? So another, ito yung mga how people cope with change. Meron tayong dalawang bagay na na-experience pag merong nagbabago sa buhay natin. First one is either you escape, o tinatawag nating scapegoating. Anong ibig sabihin nun? You try na i-ignore kung ano yung changes. Nung mga unang labas ng COVID, merong mga nagsasabi na, wag na tayo magsuot ng face mask. Yeah. Hindi naman totoo yung COVID, hindi naman totoo may pandemic, it's a fake news. So you try to escape from the reality itself. Another is yung tinatawag nating control coping. Ano ba yung control coping? Either ay andun yung firm decision mo to hold on na, okay, I have to be more careful. I can still cope up with this. May mga thoughts din na hindi ko na talaga, out of control na, okay? Over naman, yung iba naman over-controlling. Ano ba yung ibig sabihin ng over-controlling? At nagiging anxious ka na pag may mga bagay na hindi mo na out of your control na. So you want to be in all managed. So ang taas ng frustration level pag hindi mo natatapos or hindi ka nagkakaroon ng chance to put hold on it, okay? For example of this, yung mga nawalan ng trabaho, okay, it's out of control already, yung nabawasan ng salary, okay, yung iba naman, walang choice na but to go home, umuwi ng Pilipinas. So, yung controlling issues is, I don't have the job, nawalan ako ng trabaho, pero gusto ko pa dito eh. Kailangan ko mag-survive. So, parang yung balancing of decision making also is having this, nararanasan talaga to. It's normal. It's the new normal na tinatawag natin. So, ngayon, meron tayong stages. Paano yung stages of reacting to change? Normal na pagkakaroon ng you feel shocked and disoriented. Yung mga unang buwan ng COVID, hindi tayo makapaniwala na nangyayari to kasi we are not really prepared, di tayo handa, hindi natin alam anong gagawin, paano natin tatanggapin yung ganitong sitwasyon. Pangalawa, we also experience yung anger, yung other emotional responses, you feel anxious, most of the time, takot ka, ano bang mangyayari bukas, meron pa bang future, yung mga ganong thoughts. And coming to terms with the new normal, ito na yung papasok na you don't have any choice but to confirm, to agree, okay? Magkakaroon na agreement sa sarili mo and sa new normal na naranasan natin ngayon. You have to wear your mask, you have to wear your gloves bago ka lalabas. So those are coming into terms na pag susunod na step is yung acceptance. Ayan. Nasa stage na tayo ng acceptance and moving forward. Bumalik na yung paunti-unti, nagbubukas na yung mga stores, paunti-unti meron ng mga salon, okay? So, but you have to be on guard. Andun pa rin yung point na you really need to take care of yourself, to protect yourself. Andun pa din yung social distancing, okay? And from then, we keep on moving forward. Kasi, bakit? Because we have children. Those are reasons. Bakit nga ba kailangan mong mag-move forward? You have your family, you have your children depending on you. You have your personal needs. So, we need to move forward in spite of this challenging time. Okay? So, those are stages of reacting to change. So, natural siya. Hindi siya abnormal actually, okay? So now, we have here, the ways we live is really different. So aside from the mask, we're wearing the gloves, okay? Queuing is the new norm. So hindi ka basta-basta papapasukin if hindi ka na-check, walang thermal scanner, and public transportations look totally different, lalo na dito sa UAE. Hindi ka pwedeng may katabi. Okay, we do also a double take with, we have also, para pag halimbawa may marinig ka lang na nag-sneeze or nag-cough, parang andun na agad yung fear mo o baka COVID na yon, okay? So those are reactions kasi we are facing the new norms of this kind of pandemic, right? So we have also experience holiday is already in our backyard. So, hindi na tayo usually limited na yung access natin to go out and to socialize. And the small things that make us our community have also changed. So, yung mga sports, usually you want to go out for coffee, medyo limited na yun, bibili ka na lang, and you do the coffee time in your backyard or in your terrace. And then the larger sporting landscape has also changed. Like yung mga events, big events, okay, small events, school events are totally sudden change. Nilimit na yun for safety reasons as well. Because this pandemic is, we don't have the exact solution on this, okay? But we have the ways on paano natin siya mako-combat, paano natin siya lalabanan. Okay? Now, we have also the way we work or study has also changed. Lahat to. Yung parents, nagkaroon ng sudden change of, nagkaroon din talaga ng anxiousness with the parents. And also with education now, so might be by August or September, students will go to school. So parents are also anxious. Papapasukin ko ba yung anak ko or mag-online na lang ba or homeschooling na lang? And work has also changed due to social distancing. Okay, in your workplace, you will also notice na you're not allowed to sit beside with your office mate. Meron talagang limited number, okay, in your working space. So those are impact. Okay, it suddenly rotate your old routine to a new routine that you have to embrace. Okay, now the ways we socialize and connect looks very different this time because the socialization is like using your laptop and downloading applications like Zoom. This is what we call socializing, so virtual socializing. And not seeing loved ones for their benefit as well, yung safety din nila, and not visiting your loved ones, medyo nagkakaroon din ng sudden yung sadness. It's part of accepting the new normal that you miss your family back home, you miss your relatives, you miss your friends, you don't see them. But meron tayong ways on how to cope up with it, yeah? Okay po. So now, ito yung pinaka-goal ng with my presentation on how are we going to cope with the new normal. So when you accept that there is a sudden change, it's your ability to bounce back. Anong ibig sabihin ng ability to bounce back? How life has changed due to COVID-19, ito yung tinatawag nating resiliency. Okay? Ang resiliency is accepting and adapting with the sudden change in our life. Okay pa? Na in a way na mababalanse din natin. Meron pa yung happiness, mararamdaman mo pa rin yung worth mo, may sense of purpose ka pa rin, and you will have your ways on how are you going to help yourself, yung mental health mo, yung physical health mo, and of course, yung well-being. Okay? So, Filipinos are very resilient. Ito yung ability natin na talagang hindi matatawaran. Kahit ano pang mangyari, bumagyo man, na disaster na mangyari sa atin, we really cope up with it. Tumatayo talaga tayo and talagang we try our best na to have a solution in whatever circumstances na meron tayo or maranasan natin. Okay? So now, I will give you some ways on how are you going to embrace this new normal because nasa stage na tayo of embracing it. If you will not embrace it, then you will have some trouble with number one, acceptance. Secondly, you will be box yourself. Ibabox mo yung sarili mo with your fears. And pag sobrang puros takot na lang yung mararamdaman mo, it will not be very healthy for your mental health. Okay? So ngayon, kailangan natin mag-adjust dun sa new normal na binibigay sa atin ng sitwasyon, ng circumstances na to. So number one, you allow yourself to grieve. Normal lang na maging malungkot with the old normal na nakakasanayan natin. With the old normal, we are free to go out. Pwede tayong makipag-date, Pwede tayong makipag-party. We have different gatherings right and left from here. But ngayon, we don't have that kind of situation physically, pero meron tayong like this. We could use an application to see each other, to learn from each other. So, grieving is part of it. Nagkaroon ka ng sadness na hindi ko na nagagawa yung sports ko with my friends. Normal po yun, okay? Secondly, you create a new routine. So, hindi dapat papayag yung sarili mo na mag-dwell ka lang dun sa old normal na nakasanayan mo. Hindi kasi, dito na ako kasi dito dapat yung dati lang. Hindi ganon. Okay? Because our life is, ang constant lang sa buhay natin is really change. We experience change in so many ways. So you create your new routine. Ano ba yung skills mo? Ano ba yung ginagawa mo sa office na kaya mong gawin sa bahay? And then sa bahay, you set your routine. Pagising mo, you have to wake up at this time. Parang magtatrabaho lang din. And then you have to do this one, you have to take care of your child. So meron pa rin sense of accomplishment every day. Okay? Journal your experience. Pag nakakaranas tayo ng anxiety, ng takot, or sometimes merong mga worries in our head jumping to our mind, and then nagkakaroon na ng palpitations because of too much thinking, pwede natin i-journal yun. You could journal your experience during this pandemic, and then write it down kung paano mo na-overcome yun. Paano mo natutulungan yung sarili mo to change the concept of hardship into opportunity. Okay? Magandang yung concept na yun, ha? Changing the concept of hardship into opportunity. Okay? So, another, pwede din natin create a space inside your space. So, if you have a limited space, okay, make the most out of it. Kung ikaw ay nagtuturo, you could put designs while teaching your students. Kung ikaw ay nasa office, you could put yung mga staff mo in your space na parang mag-iinganyo sa'yo to work hard. And you could put a picture of your family if you're away from your family, nasa Pilipinas sila. So, a space that will boost your confidence ba while staying at home and working at home. And stay connected in new ways. Paano nga ba tayo magiging connected with our loved ones? We have social media, we have platforms that we could connect with them. Importante din kasi na merong kamustahan in so many ways. Kasi kung puros lang naman work or you're bounded with the routine na ginagawa mo araw-araw, magkakaroon din ng you will feel, sometimes you feel stress. Yun, mararanasan mo na yung stressful events ng buhay mo. So, we need to balancing yung stress na mararamdaman natin throughout this pandemic. Okay? Later part, I will discuss how are we going to cope up with stress. And of course, we have create and find pocket of joys. Okay, pockets of joy. So how are you going to do it? Pwede tayong you celebrate your birthday virtual, invite your friends virtual. Okay, you prepare small things and then share it to them. Give yourself a break. Ito yung pinaka talaga importante kasi nowadays we're really living into a new setting. So pag walang ways on how to ventilate, ano ba yung ventilation? Ano ibig sabihin nun? Para bang kung meron kang problema na nararanasan, you have someone to talk to, yung trusted talaga. Pwede mong pagsabihan and then is really willing to listen, hikinig sa'yo, hindi magbibigay ng advice, but someone to be there throughout. And stay informed but not alarmed. Magkaiba kasi yung inform ka na hindi ka distracted once na na-inform ka. O pag sinabi sa'yo na, 34,000 na ang cases. So you feel alarmed. Well, ano na naman kaya mangyayari? And then you overthink. You have a lot of worries. Hindi ka na nakakatulog. Okay? Hindi ka na makaisip ng tama and affected na yung work mo. Affected na yung pagkain mo, affected, hindi ka na, wala ng hygiene, you don't take a bath anymore. So, magkaiba yun. You stay informed. At the same time, once you adapt with, okay, this is the number. So, what will you do? You go on with your routine and sometimes we need to have self-checking. Tama ba yung ginagawa ko bago ko umalis ng bahay? Na meron ba akong na nakakalimutan? For my safety, baka hindi ko na nalalagay yung mask ko ng maayos or hindi ko natatapon yung gloves ko ng maayos. So, again, you have to be informed in a way that it will benefit you. Okay? May beneficiary sa sarili natin, hindi tayo magiging parang we just ignore everything. Okay? Kasi maraming penalty, lalo na dito sa Dubai. If you will not be informed, you will be transformed. Paano? You will pay. Okay, so next we have, how are we going to adjust with the new normal? So we have some tips a while ago. This time, I'm giving you some ways on how are you going to help yourself adjust with this kind of environment that we have. Okay, just to summarize it, setting up to work from home, set it in your mind. Ito na yung mindset na talagang I have to chase it. Okay, embrace it. Yung work ko is from home. So, I need to do my best of my ability na magawa ko pa rin yung trabaho ko. If pumupunta ka pa rin sa office, make sure na you have setting up your precautionary measures to lessen your worries, your fears on facing outside. Siyempre, you will meet a lot of people. And designate a workspace. Importante din na you will be wearing. If you're working from home, nakaka-boost din kasi ng moral and yung setting of mind na you still wear formal attire when you have a meeting, or you dress up properly, or you put some makeup, or okay, during if you have meetings, kasi nare-regulate yung mindset natin. Okay, just like going out with our old normal. So also we have established a routine. It is very important that you have your regular exercise, okay, virtual checking with your families, right? And make sure that you have good balance intake of nutrients. Tama pa ba yung kinakain mo? Or natutulog ka ba ng maayos? Okay. Determine a schedule. So identify work hours. Anong oras ka ba magsisimula ng trabaho at anong oras ka naman matatapos. Baka 24 hours ka na nag-work. So, hindi din siya ganun healthy, right? Hindi dahil work from home ka the whole time around work from home. So, you have to balance then. Make sure that you have time with your children, with your wife, with your husband. Kasi ito yung time nga na I think this pandemic helped us to realize the importance of family, the importance of communication, kasi we're being too busy with the old normal, the old life that we have. And then we forgot the things that are important with our lives. So ito naman yung good impact, I guess, with this pandemic. May mga bagay pa lang mas importante that we really neglect because of we don't have time. We're so busy with a lot of things. We are very competitive with our work kasi you are provider, you're the source of the family. Okay. So establish a routine. This is the time to establish it, communicate, and of course, have it, embrace it. Okay. Next, outfit your work area with essentials. So, para ma-lessen din yung stress, make sure that you have your stuff to help you out, to be more comfortable. Comfortable chair, lighting powers, okay? You have set of things that you need. If hindi mo kayang, if it's not with your workplace, at least with your workstation at home. Okay. So next we have the meeting platforms options. So yung mga application and platforms na meron tayo ngayon really helps us to connect. Just like what we're doing this time. We have the Zoom video, the meeting, the Skype, the other application that have the Facebook, social media, that really helps us connect. Imagine lang, you try to think, if may pandemic ngayon at walang ganito, what will happen, diba? So, walang internet, just imagine that kind of thought. Parang it will be very hard for us to adapt with this kind of new normal if walang technology. So we have to be very thankful that we have these applications during these hard times of our life. And additional working from home tips. So importante na you'll be productive. Sometimes merong point na kine-question mo yung sarili mo, ano ba yung sense of purpose ko? Tama pa ba itong ginagawa ko? So those are thoughts that are normal kasi you're trying to reflect. But hindi na siya normal if you will exceed with too much of it. Ano ba ibig sabihin ng too much of it? Paulit-ulit, nagiging distractions na siya para sa'yo, para makapag-move forward ka. And hindi ka na nakakatulog. You're starting to have anxiety that leads to depression. Okay, so those are the things that we need to avoid then. Then try to stay active. You have to help yourself. You have
Alas
to
7 paano ako
have
mag-exercise?
your
Alas 7.
exercise and make sure that you're being alert with the things that you're doing. Okay, so we have here a generalize, make time to socialize. It is very important that you have with you, keep in touch with your family. Don't be afraid to ask for help. I also encourage more of during different webinars when I talk to the participants, if nakakaranas ka na ng tingin mong hindi na nakakatulong sa'yo throughout this pandemic, like meron ng sudden change, it took you uh, 3 months or 1 week na hindi ka nakakatulog, I think this is the time for you to ask for help. Ask for a professional help to be helped. Okay? Take online classes, webinars like this because it's one thing. We learn from each other. Learning new things is a way for us to adapt. Nakakakuha tayo ng mga tips, nakakakuha tayo ng point of view ng iba na we could adapt. Okay? We could share it from our own, from their mindset, and then take it from our own mindset. Okay? And all we can do this time is to try to take care of our mental health and of course our physical health. So I have here few ideas on how are we going to balance our physical and then our mental health. So number one, you could have your breathing or breathe more intentionally. So if you feel stress or you feel anxious, you could have 10 minutes a day, breathing lang. Inhale, exhale, and then empty your mind. It could help you out and get some fresh air. Importante na meron pa rin tayong sunlight. Sunlight is very helpful in treating anxieties, anxiousness. And sit on a couch or a balcony, get some sun, smell the rain. If merong ulan dito sa UAE, try to see it para at least it will be a new things from our mindset and from our eyes. Indulge with the taste of your favorite things. Ano ba yung mga gusto mong gawin? Are you good with chess, puzzle? Okay, do it with your children, with your colleagues, might be through virtual. Okay, so take some small steps of projects. Kung tingin mo, kaya mo pa siya na gawin, may mga extra work or things na nag-offer sa'yo, if you could do it, then grab it. Do some good for others, of course. Kung kailangan na tingin natin na kailangan natin tumulong at meron naman tayong resources in other small or big ways, it's a big thing during this time. Okay? And laugh. It is very important kasi if we miss out to be happy, to have fun, it quite, kumbaga, with the situations that we have, parang nakakatakot, di ba? Parang ganito na lang ba? You will question again yourself. So, don't forget that there's still good things happening. Not all things are bad this 2020. Meron pa rin. Your life is a blessing, or that we are breathing right now. It's already a big blessing. So, nabuhay pa tayo this time. Remember, 2020 is a year of survival. Kung may mga big dreams ka this 2020, try to put it into your journal list. Okay? Bakit mo siya i-journal? Kasi if you will put a big dreams in your head, okay, might be you want to go to Paris, you want to have 1 million, you want to be famous, you want to be promoted. But again, our environment this time is not equipped with that kind of situation. Parang magkakaroon ng high frustrations. So babalik tayo ulit sa basic. Ano ba ang 2020? 2020 is a year of survival. All you have to do is to take care of yourself, breathe, and have your life in it. Okay? So lahat ng mga pangarap natin, we'll put it in our journal list, and pag tingin natin everything is into a new basic way, then paunti-unti. Okay? One step at a time. Kasi if you will put it in a manner of, kasi dapat na-promote na ako because of this pandemic, hindi nangyari. Okay. So, another, talk about your feelings. Talk about with your family, with your loved ones. If you have meron kayong mga unsettled issues before the pandemic, meron kayong mga unsettled, this is the time to reach out. Okay, I encourage talaga, if merong challenge nga na ganun, this is the time to reach out. We never know what will happen the next day around. No one knows. So try to talk to them and then settle it out. Okay, communication is really a big factor to have an open relationship. At the same time, makakabawas din siya sa mga burdens na or mga worries na you encounter might be. And don't forget the basic. Ano ba yung basic? Regardless with our old and new routine or new normal that we have, wash your hands, don't touch your face, don't touch your nose, don't touch your ears, keep safe distance from one another. The new normal this time is isolating yourself. That's the new safe this time. Okay, that's a new way for us to be safe. This is accepted by the society. All right? But it doesn't mean na in-isolate mo yung sarili mo, you will not engage. Okay? Hindi ka na makikipag-usap kahit phone call or you're limiting yourself. You're limiting your happiness. Don't do that. Okay? So another, managing the stress. Because it's really stressful. Like, you're going out, you're going to your work, and then pagdating mo sa bahay, you have to wash your hands, take a bath, change your things. Okay, you have to at least spray yung mga stuff mo. So those are stressful because you might think that baka may na-miss out ako, mayroon ako nakalimutan, hawakan ko yung face ko, hawakan ko yung ears ko. So those are the things that might be really trigger yung anxiousness natin. So how are we going to manage this stress? So we have here bad stress and good stress. So ano ba yung bad stress? Bad stress are things that are not really helpful. So pag sinabi nating bad stress, like you feel anxious, yung physical well-being was already affected. Okay, meron na mga, you feel nervous without any reason. And meron na rin tensions, you feel palpitations. So, might be it's because of the bad stress. Anong factor ng bad stress? You're worrying about money, you're worrying about losing your job, you're worrying about the future. There's a lot of worries. And those are part of the bad stress. How about the good stress? Good stress are helping us. These are the stressors that helping us. Nakakatulong to para maging resilient tayo, mas lalo pa tayo mapatatag. And once we overcome problems and situations like this, diba, parang isang obstacle na natapos mo and na-overcome mo, then you could face another one. Okay? So, good stress are helping us to determine yung limitations natin. It helps us to be more adaptive sa change. Good stress also tells us that we could do it in spite of this challenging time. Okay? So I just want you to see this stress bucket para at least you will be aware how are you going to manage the bad stress and the good stress. Okay, I have here, students may feel academic stress. So more assignments, they experience disagreement with the teacher or poor result of the test or the exams. Meron din tayong tinatawag na intrapersonal stress. Ano yung intrapersonal? Yung tinatawag natin poor diet, living with caffeine. Okay? So pag may mga worries ka, you have this alternative. Worrying about money. So those are intrapersonal stress. Pag tinawag naman nating environment stress, papasok dun yung we overseas Filipino workers, we experience yung may mga roommates. Okay? Often may mga argue moments. So focus, or you don't have the focus anymore either with your work or sa studies mo. So those are environmental stress. Might be you have your environment of your workplace is not that conducive anymore, hindi na ganun ka-helpful para sa'yo. So, it added to your stressors. Meron din tayong interpersonal stress na tinatawag. Pag naramdaman mo ba na you feel lonely, saan papasok yun? Dito yun sa interpersonal stress. Lalo na in terms of being an OFW, talagang very prone tayo in terms of feeling lonely, yung loneliness. only make friends over the internet, not in person. So, nararamdaman natin na, okay, mag-isa lang ako, I'm away from my family. So, those are interpersonal stress. So, the question is, how are you going to cope up with this? Meron siyang two ways. Either, three ways pala, okay? Buffer zone, itong part na to, stress level naman itong part na to. Yung unhelpful coping na tinatawag natin. For example, nagkaroon ka ng loneliness. So, papasok siya sa interpersonal stress. Pag nakaramdam ka ng loneliness, anong una mong ginagawa? Ask yourself, okay, anong una mong gagawin pag meron kang sense of loneliness? Okay, either papasok siya dito sa unhelpful coping. Either you will drink, substance abuse, alcohol, inom ka muna para ka makatulog, or too much smoking, okay, substance abuse like taking drugs, okay. So those are unhelpful coping up. What else? Like engaging to unhealthy relationships, committing another problem. Parang ito na yung problema mo, because you have a problem, you will put yourself into another problem. So mas malala, okay? Rather than solving your problem, solving your stress, dahil unhelpful yung coping skills na ginawa mo, hindi magkakaroon ng solusyon yon. Nadadagdagan palalo yung stressors mo, and it will lead to what? Pag meron kang stress, it will lead to anxiety. So anong next na anxiety? Susunod na doon, either depression or other mental health disorders. So stage by stages siya. So if you have a good coping skills, these coping skills are what? If you have trouble sleeping, you try to exercise, check your diet, you check your relationship, you try to reflect, you meditate, okay, you have your prayers, you have your spiritual relationship, either whatever sector it is, but you engage yourself with that. Those are coping skills that are good way. Okay, so nakakatulong siya para mas lalo natin kumbaga matulungan yung sarili natin to solve our personal issues. Okay? So, let me just show you here yung tinatawag nating toxic stress. Ano ba yung toxic stress? Meron tayong positive na tinatawag. Meron din tayong tolerable at meron tayong extreme. Pag sinabi na extreme, talagang very toxic siya. So, pag positive, briefly, it increases in the heart rate, mild elevation, or stress hormone level. So, meron siyang changes in your hormones, lalo na sa mga babae. Either during menstruations, pregnancy, after pregnancy, so there will be some stress hormone or hormonal changes that you may feel. So, positive ba siya? The question is, okay, do you see my presentation? Okay, here. Okay. Okay, you're still there? Okay. So, we have here tolerable stress. Pag sinabi nating tolerable stress, those are serious, temporary, stress responses, buffered but supportive relationship. Tolerable, kaya natin. So, manageable in short. Manageable, it's serious, but it's temporary. Hindi siya prolonged issues. So if you have conflicts, you have unsettled problems or issues, alam natin kung paano solusyonan. Pag ganon, it's part of the tolerable stress. We have to be mindful when we talk about toxic stress. Ano ba yung mga toxic stress? It's a prolonged activation of stress. Pag sinabing prolonged, it took you weeks, months, and even years in combating that kind of stress. So once it's prolonged, it responds the systems of like absent of protecting your relationship. Pag toxic na, ibig sabihin nito in short, once it affects your relationship at work, with your colleagues, with your boss, it affects your relationship with your wife, with your husband, with your siblings. It affects the relationship with your parents. Lahat ng relationship na meron guys are all affected. It means toxic. Toxic na yung situation na meron ka. and you have to eliminate. Anong ibig sabihin? Bawasan, palitan. Eliminate. Paano pag hindi mo na kayang i-handle yon? That's why papasok na yung once you experience toxic stress or unhealthy issues that is really prolonging your agony, you have to seek help. You ask yourself, do I need someone? Do I need a specialist para matulungan ako sa ganitong sitwasyon? And that's the time that the specialist will help you combating those toxic stress or toxic system or responses na nararanasan mo. Kasi there are times that we have our own coping skills, but only the specialist can help you. Okay? Kung paano mo gagawin yon, right? And paano mo mai-eliminate yung toxic na yon sa buhay mo. So we have here, how can we keep good mental health and be resilient? I will just give you 3 steps on how you will be more resilient, lalo na sa pandemic na to, lalo na sa sitwasyon natin. Keep laughing. So hold on to your sense of humor. If you have your friends, meron kang kaibigan, yung asawa mo or yung family mo, colleagues mo that has this kind of sense of humor, try to talk to them. Makakatulong sila this time. Be more optimistic. A positive, hopeful outlook will make you be more resilient. We are facing pandemic. And in reality, it's really normal that we will feel fears. Andun yung takot, yung uncertainties na kakayanin pa ba natin to with the things that we experience right now. But changing those difficulties into opportunities and be more optimistic. Yung iba they're doing a lot of ways. Yung iba nakakapag-bake. Okay, hindi nila yung nagawa, nakakapag-bake na sila. So rather than overthinking, they use their time to bake. Okay? Yung iba naman, they discover skills during this pandemic. So nagamit nila yung skills nila, lalo na this time. So remember also that being optimistic changes the concept of hardship. Kasi pag positive kang tao, kahit anong mangyari, hindi ka basta-basta matutumba ng problema. Okay? So there are some points that there will be triggers. May mga triggers talaga. And it's normal kasi we're human being. Human being, we are not immune. Hindi tayo immune sa COVID at hindi rin tayo immune sa problema. Okay, all of us will experience this kind of situation. But gladly, we have our own ways to cope up with it. Yun nga lang, paano natin gagamitin yun. Okay, remember the advice for a good mental health. Like, as a mental health advocate, I'd always tell and advocate this one. Eat well, exercise, sleep well, and everything is in moderation. Papalakihin ko yung word na moderation. Lahat ng sobra, masama. Lahat din ng kulang, hindi din ganon ka-healthy para sa atin, either physical or mentally. So we have to manage and recheck again. Self-reflection is very important. Manage our ways on how are we going to help ourselves. Kasi sabi nga nila, if no one else can do it, then do it to yourself. If your family cannot recognize you, recognize yourself. If you do something na meron kang natapos within the day, uplift yourself. If no one motivates you, then motivates yourself. Okay? Because we need it. Anything that is internal motivation help us cover and cope with our challenges in life. So yung mga external motivation na tinatawag, those are families, those are your colleagues, those are the environment that helps you go on with your daily life. Okay? And I'll just share with you this urgency. So para hindi ma-manage natin yung new normal na meron tayo, know your urgency, lalo na sa work, with your family, with your personal, either it's meron tayong tinatawag na two-piece. Hindi yung two-piece na sinusuot, but is personal and professional. So how are you going to manage yung personal life mo and your professional life? Lalo na during this kind of situation. Kasi pag puros na lang professional and you neglect the other part of your life, that is really miserable. Why you cannot return, you cannot go back again with the things that you miss out. Pag nalampasan mo na, parang hirap ng balikan. Lalo na we have a lot of things like we lose our time, we lose our energy. Okay, we age, we grown. So those are the things that we have to identify. Ano ba yung mga urgency or tinatawag nating priorities? So first, have your urgent and important. Unahin mo muna kung ano yung pinaka-importante at number one in your list that is really important in managing your new normal. So for me, personally, my urgent is to be more safe. Okay? To make sure that tama yung ginagawa kong routine every day. Pagpasok sa work and paglabas sa work. Okay, next. Not urgent but important. Di siya urgent, pero importante. You put it into your second list. So for me, importante na you have your daily routine. Okay, regardless of how small or big it is, importante na you have your routine, but hindi siya urgent. Okay? And in your list, you have urgent but not important. So anong pinagkaiba? Then you put it in your third. So, pag pinagsama mo kasi masyado yung lahat urgent, 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 you will miss out. Wala kang magtatapos. Okay? So, lahat talagang wasak. So, you have to manage it. Urgent but not important, put it in your third in your list. Then the fourth is neither urgent nor important. So if you have idle time, then pumasok ka na doon sa number 4. Okay, yung mga idle time mo, pwede mo na siyang gawin. Okay, like joining webinars, like enrolling in an online class. So those are things that might add you to sa skills mo. You increase your knowledge, your abilities. So parang you're still investing yourself in increasing your ideas, your knowledge, even we have this kind of pandemic. And it's a good thumbs up. 2 thumbs up ako sa inyo dyan. Because it's really very helpful that we have this kumbaga, helping yourself to be adaptive in terms of challenges. Okay? And I would like to share with you this application. Free siya. Pwede nyo siyang i-download. Tinatawag natin siyang Breathe. Here it is, yung Breathe app. So when you experience like you have worries, uncertainties in life, you could check on this application and meron siyang mindfulness activity. You just click it and then the application will ask you, how do you feel today? Physically, mentally, emotionally. So lahat yon. Then at the end of that, you will hear a voice, okay, and telling you just to listen to my voice, and it relaxes then yung body at the same time yung mind mo during this during this new normal. Okay, and I think I'm almost in the last part. This new normal help us to reconnect with our supreme being regardless of your faith. It is your time for you to reconnect with your supreme being. You try to be mindful, and also you have to be more connected with him. Okay, so meron po tayong crisis hotline. So dun sa mga OFW, sa ating po mga OFW na nagkakaroon ng problema, anxiousness, hindi makatulog, depression, or other mental issues, meron po tayong ugat sanda line, or crisis lines. Pwede niyo po kami i-follow sa Facebook, or you could message us sa Messenger, Google Hangouts, Skype, and you just like us on Facebook for more details. Meron po tayong mga professionals, counselors na tutulong sa inyo during this crisis time. Okay? So, to end my presentation, number 1, make your health or make your mental health a priority regardless of what is happening right now. Kasi pag kumbaga topmost kasi, like if you will miss out yung taking good care of your mental health, para siyang pag may problema, like meron kang cough or you have physical issues, pag pumunta ka sa doktor, bibigyan ka agad meron agad na reseta tayo, bibigyan ka agad ng treatment. 24 hours yun, yung treatment na yun. But if you have mental issues, it took the specialist and the expert cure your mental issues for about 6 months and a year. Gawin mo, no? Yung recovery is 6 months to a year. So it is very important that you take care of your mental health. Okay? It is just like going to your doctor at the same time. Ganun din po yan sa mental health. Pag mayroong mga issues, don't hesitate to ask for help from our specialist. Saan po ba pwedeng pumunta? Pwede sa psychologist, pwede po tayo sa psychiatrist. Sa psychiatrist, pag talagang severe na yung case at kailangan na ng medication, so we go to psychiatrist. Okay? So, psychologist, more on therapy, yung approach na ginagawa ng psychologist. It's a normal way for us to help our client overcome uncertainties and without taking medication. Okay? So, I guess that ends my presentation. Maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat. So, I hope you learned something this evening. I'll just stop my presentation. Okay.
Okay, marami pong salamat, Dr. Angel. At of course, can you just make me a host so
okay,
para
okay, so put alright,
okay, to understand, pasensya na po kung may pagkukulang ang aming presentation kasi this is first time na ginawa ng FilSoc. Ang Zoom po kasi, ang webinar ay mayroong 3 category. Meron pong host, may panelists, at may attendees. So kung, I don't know if there is some other nationality here. Okay, those members na late na mag-enter, I need to change them to panelists para makita po ang kanila. And now I will be turning them on and promoting them as panelists para po makita natin sila in person. Okay. Okay, so marami po kasing naging attendees lang at hindi sila makakuan. Ngayon, magkakaroon po tayo ng question and answer at ang kwan po natin is you raise your hand para po namin po mapagsalita kayo. Pati po ang ating presidente ay nasama sa attendees at because nung nag-umpisa na po ang presentation ng ating ni Doktor, hindi ko po ma-control. So it is better, I think, to have a 2 hosts. Yun, naririnig na po yung mga iba. Okay. So start your video. Of course, ayun na po yung ating kwan at we will be starting first to allow our president to talk to and invite us. Okay, so now all of you will be transferred to panelists para po makita po natin lahat ng attendees para po naman makita kayo sa buong bansa. May ibang lahi pa pala. Okay, so ito po lahat ng attendees. You can turn on your video bago ko po tawagin ang ating presidente na magsalita. But first of all, I would like to thank my fellow BODs who attended this presentation. BOD Wapa Kasimi, Mr. Wapa.
I'm in a webinar.
Of course, we have BOD Oli, Pineda. Si Oli po.
No, this is group.
Okay, pwede po nga
But I don't know.
kayo maingay. Hindi ko mahuli kung saan po yung maingay. Okay, so
But I can't see myself.
tingnan lang po natin.
My camera is not.
Press, pwede mong i-snapshot. Okay,
How can I
so
open
of
my
course
camera?
kanina hindi siya makapasok dahil nga medyo may problema sa video setting niya at hindi ko makita po kung sino yung
Wait lang,
maingay.
baby, ah.
Tingnan ko muna kung sino yung maingay. Yun, nahuli ko na. Okay, so
Nahuli niyo po.
okay, so first of all, our president will take a snapshot of all the attendees for our documentation.
No, I will put it
The
here.
first page. This is the first page.
Later, wait na. Because
And
your voice
then,
listen.
This is the second page. Pwede pong kunan mo ng picture pa.
All right. Good evening, everyone.
Okay, so first of all, I would like to
Why I cannot?
present to you our president, Mr. Erickson Reyes.
Narinig niyo ako?
Good evening po.
Yes. All right.
Good evening po.
Good evening po. Magandang gabi, maayong gabi. O ano pa, buenas noches ba, no? Sa mga Espanyol, no? Once again, good evening everyone. In behalf of the Filipino Social Club, first is I would like to thank Dr. Angel, no, for your time, and thank you, ma'am, for the wisdom, and thank you for your teachings, no. And I would like also to congratulate and thank you to our BOD, Engineer Dante, no, for hosting this webinar, no. Unang-una, our webinar, we have a series of webinar different topics, no. Sabi nga ni Engineer Dante, today is just the first webinar. So bukas, meron din tayong webinar, and it will be Dr. Wafa, who will be our speaker, no? And she's representing from Islamic Affairs. And then the following days, meron din tayong i-announce, no, for our upcoming webinars. Actually, matagalan natin tong pinano, but of course, we need to follow, no? We need to follow as per the policy that we need to get a permit. That's why from our end, we have to secure first our permit in order webinar, no? And I'm grateful also because live pala tayo sa ating FilSoc page. So kayo dyan, kaway-kaway kayo dyan because nakikita pala tayo all over the world, no? So and it's good, we can share this one to our family sa Pilipinas at saan pang parte ng mundo, no? And it's good also that our speaker, no, is like she used, no, simple English, no, para naman sa iba. And also we are grateful meron din tayong kasama na na hindi Pilipino na with us, no, joining this webinar. So that's it. I would like, hindi ko na pahabain ng masyado. Thank you everyone, and I pray and I hope, no, na may natutunan tayo. All right? So kaway-kaway again, kaway-kaway.
Okay, meron pong mga question. Pwede pong kung may tanong po tayo, pwede po tayong
I-chat ko muna. Kaya lang ang chat ko, it's every 25 lang pala katao. All right, so una muna dito kayo sa camera. All right, smile ha, ready. All right, 1 2 3. Okay, one more. Sandali lang ha, i-save ko muna. All right. Okay. One more. Ready, everyone? 1 2 3. All right, thank you very much.
Okay, now we'll proceed on question and answer. Baka meron po kayong mga ibig itanong sa ating presenter. So, okay, Miss, sino ba yung nakataas ng kamay? Sino po ang gustong magtanong?
Wala pa po maisip.
May tanong. Any questions?
Okay, any questions? Or otherwise, we will be closing these things. Of course, we would like to thank Dr. Angel Malaya for giving these nice presentations. And we learned a lot of things about your webinar. And of course, these presentations is recorded. So yung mga hindi po attend, we will be putting these things on our website and para dun sa mga ibig makapanood. And of course, for those attendees, meron pong certificate na ibibigay namin dito bawat isa. And of course, it will be signed by our presenter and our president. Okay?
Thank you po.
So,
thank you everyone. Maraming pong salamat sa inyo, and parting words lang po, don't lose hope kahit we're facing this kind of new normal, and laban lang tayo. Okay? And we have Ugat Sandaline. If may kakilala kayo na kailangan ng tulong, hindi nakakatulog, talagang walang peace of mind, just share the information. Pwede po tayong i-like nyo lang po kami sa Facebook page, and maraming counselor experts na online until 2 p.m. ng umaga. Okay? Maraming pong
Thank
salamat.
you po.
okay. Sa pag-closing remarks po ay ating tatawagin si Dr. Wapa for the closing, and of course invitations for tomorrow's webinar. Dr. Wapa.
Magandang gabi po sa lahat.
Magandang
Good
gabi po.
evening po, Sister Wafa.
Thank you for coming. Really, it's nice.
Hi po.
Lecture. It's really, but Dr. Angel, I have a little bit question so that, you know, the audience can, before I close in the remark, you know, I have a question that the audience will benefit. My question is, because of this pandemic, how to look after our health? You know, how to look really after our mental health, that it will not, you know, because a lot of people say, oh, I don't have food, I don't have this, I don't have work. We have to focus on this, because this is the problem not only for our kababayans or the Filipino, but all over the world, because they are watching our page and Facebook, so they can listen your advice to them, what really they have to do, or your advice to face or to combat this kind of situation.
Okay.
Thank you.
How are you going to look for your mental health? Doon muna tayo sa physical health bago tayo dun sa mental health. Kasi magkapatid yung physical and then mental health. So if you miss out yung like number 1, hygiene. So wala ka ng routine for that. Sleeping pattern. So hindi ka nakakatulog, almost 2 to 3 days na walang tulog. Your brain is telling you that I need help. Okay? And kasi sleeping also nababalance yung chemicals na kailangan ng brain natin for us to work and to do our routines. And next is check your how's your relationship. So with your physical health, how are you going to deal with your relationship with your family, with your friends? And pag meron pa mga tinatawag nating comorbid, ano yung comorbid? We have underlying issues, like for example, you have diabetes, you have heart issues, you have meron kang other underlying medical issues. So you have to check with it, kasi magkapatid din yan eh. Pag halimbawa high risk na and then here comes COVID, so madadagdagan din yung stressful events ng buhay mo, and then your mental health will be affected. So it's very important that you have to balance. You take care of your physical health, and then remember, how are you going to help your mental health? Okay, your mental health, I'll just give you the basic. All you have to do is exercise. Okay, take care of your physical health, and then balance your meal. Kasi may mga food tayo na helps us to be happy. Yung mga pagkain na talagang will increase your happiness hormones. So next is how are you going to adapt? And because your adaptation helps also your mental health issues. So pag merong challenging in terms of adaptation, it will really trigger your mental health. Okay? So those are the basic. So for severe cases, yung talagang identified or you have the diagnosis that you have depression, you have like bipolar disorder, this is my advice is to contact with your specialist, with your doctor directly, because might be you need medication for you to balance the chemical, the brain that needs chemical balance as well. So do not self-medicate. You need your expert to help you out. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you, Doctora. Thank you so much. Okay, so it's good really to learn something for today, and I hope everyone, don't put yourself alone in the room and thinking you don't have work,
Yeah.
no food, no nothing. There is always, something happen, and I'm sure there is a wisdom behind that. So again, thank you so much, Dr. Angel. And tomorrow, don't forget, invite your friend to be with us tomorrow at the same time. And we will tackle also to combat this COVID-19 or the pandemic that we are facing this time. And we have to think positive. What Dr. Angel said, we will win this war, against the pandemic. So tomorrow, my topic will be to understand your anxiety. It's not only the anxiety of someone, but your own anxiety. So hopefully, inshallah, invite more your friends. Any nationality, I will talk in Taglish, English, little Arabic, and of course, our own native Filipino. So I will cope up this topic, inshallah. Inshallah. Yeah, and I might be there is from the Department of Islamic Affairs who will attend our lecture also, inshallah.
Okay, thank you very much,
Yeah.
Dr. Wapa. I would like to take the opportunity to ask our BOD, Oli Pineda, to invite something. Ms. Oli?
Well, I have nothing to say except thank you to Dr. Angel, because at this time, a lot of our fellow Filipinos are suffering from mental illness. So at least kung nakapag-listen tayo sa talk ni Doktora ng talagang buong buo, we can also help our fellow Filipinos para ma-share at malaman nila kung ano dapat nilang gawin para maka-cope up sila dun sa kanilang mga problema, especially yung mental illness nga. And of course, paalala lang, no, siguro sa atin na para malabanan talaga natin itong pandemic, huwag tayong makampante. We were given an opportunity para maka-move on sa buhay natin, no? 100% we are now operating, but then it doesn't mean naligtas pa rin tayo. So let's i-prove natin na susundin natin lahat ng mga restrictions at lahat ng mga rules na ibinigay para totally malabanan na natin itong pandemic na ito. Yeah, so wag matitigas ang ating mga ulo. Yeah, medyo mahirap na sumunod minsan, hindi natin nakasanayan. But then we have to follow para makabalik na talaga tayo sa pinaka-normal nating buhay. Saka na yung hug and kisses, no?
Okay.
Flying kiss muna.
Flying kiss muna. At wag natin kalimutan, let's invite other fellow members to participate in webinar, because that's the only thing na makakatulong sa atin, no, mentally. Talagang iba yung meron tayong napapakinggan. Kasi most of the time, ang napapakinggan natin is puro hinaing. We all have the same problems, no? Nawalan ng trabaho, walang pagkain, walang matulugan, etc., etc. So, masakit din sa ulo. But then, if we can hear something different, tulad nitong mga ganitong lecture, kahit paano lumalakas yung ating, yung psychological, yung emotional, at least alam natin na ito pala, kaya nating lumaban kasi hindi lang tayo ang affected. Marami kung sama-sama tayong magtutulungan. Yeah, so invite the rest of our members. I believe hindi lahat nakaka-attend, pero give them the talagang i-convince natin sila at sabihin natin kung gaano kaganda at kung ano yung matututunan natin sa mga webinars na naka-schedule. And that's all. Thank you.
Minsan po kasi natapos ng trabaho minsan alas 10 or alas 9.
So, ano po ang suggestion yung time?
Grabe.
Sa bahay
Trabaho.
Sa bahay po kasi nagtatrabaho yung iba.
Okay. So I think
Siguro,
we can schedule something na ganong oras.
We'll siguro ganun, no? We'll move the oras ng a bit late ng konti, like 8 p.m. or 8:30.
Yeah.
So,
Like,
I don't mind.
7 p.m. Kumakain pa eh. Kumakain.
Okay.
so we can schedule it
Siguro,
tomorrow, 8, Dr. Wapa?
Yes, no problem.
Dante,
Mm.
I think my suggestion is we've been doing it before, no? Na parang impossible for the speaker para magkakaroon siya ng 2 parts. You
Okay.
know? So pero wag tayo maghintay ng matagal. For example, when we say 6 o'clock, we'll start 6 o'clock.
Mhm.
And then siguro magkaroon tayo ng ng gap if the speaker will be available to provide 2 sessions in a day, na isang a little bit early na 6 o'clock and sometime ng 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock. Depende sa availability.
Problem.
Magandang
Yes,
suggestion
it's
yan.
good. It's
Maganda
good
rin.
suggestion. Yes.
But make sure there will be attendees. Yeah?
Yeah.
Kasi baka mag-set tayo ng 6 o'clock or 9 o'clock tapos kukunti lang attendees. Hindi, dapat talagang maximum attendees we gather kasi sayang yung time, sayang yung opportunity.
Mhm.
Kasi pagtapos ng pandemic, may bayad na to, ha? Hindi na to libre.
Okay, saka...
Last question po, pwede pahabol.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat at maraming salamat po, Dr. Angel. May question lang po, additional parang clarification lang po sa lahat. Regarding po sa tinatawag na steam inhalation or tuog po na tinatawag, gaano po ito ka-benepisyo sa mga merong symptoms ng COVID o dun sa mga wala? Maraming salamat po.
Again po, sir, ano po?
Steam inhalation po, yung sa tinatawag na tuog. Yung meron silang pinapakulong tubig tapos merong asin na nilalagay, whatever. So ano po yung benepisyo nito para mas klaro po sa lahat ang proper paggamit po?
Yan po is yung parang natural way. Pero wala pa naman talagang scientific base na it really cure, magiging na siya for COVID. It's parang natural way, and then if you have yung gargling na of salt, okay, those are preventive measures. Mag-gargle din lang yung betadine na nabibili sa mga drugstore every day. Usually, I'm also doing that one. Bago ka matulog, yung gargle muna kasi you never know sino yung may na-miss out ka within your day. So, make sure that you have sessions gargling. And then, salt din po is really evident enough. But yung ginagawa na yun, if you have COVID, it's one way lang din to parang ma-exhaust yung katawan mo with the virus or yung mga bacteria na na-acquire. So parang exhausting lang siya, but wala pang scientific base. But it helps. Marami namang cases talaga na nakatulong sa kanila, nakapagpagaan ng paghina. Yung mga basic na ways that they cope with the challenge of COVID.
Salamat po.
Thank you po.
Okay. Meron pa pong ibig magsalita? Wala na. Okay.
Hiyana.
So palagay ko we will be ending this webinar. At of course, marami pong salamat. At see you tomorrow for the webinar na gagawin ng FilSoc. But we will be extending the time from 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock. Okay po?
Alright.
Dr. Wapa?
Thank you po.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you po.
Thank
you,
you.
everyone.
Thank you
Thank
very
you
much.
all. Thank
Thank you
you.
very much,
Bye.
Dr. Angel.
Thank you po sa time, Doktora, at sa inyong lahat.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Good evening.
Thank you po.
Dr. Angel.
And God bless po sa atin. Thank
God
you.
bless lahat. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good evening po mga kabayan.
Good evening.
Good evening po.
Good evening po.
Okay.
Ayaw na mag-leave ng lahat.
Mag-invite tayo.
Parang bitin pa, press. Parang
Hindi
bitin
po
pa.
namin
Gusto
alam paano
mag-join
mag-lead.
dun sa ating best photo
Bababa
take
ko,
home
click nyo lang po yung
competition.
tatlong button.
Actually, Filipino Social Club, kaka-celebrate lang nating 1 year, no? Additional announcement. And then we're going to do the celebration on July 24th. So meron tayong pa-contest, no? And then I think I'll give the floor to Miss Oli if you can invite them kasi meron tayong stay at home, di ba?
Oo, meron tayong pa-competition. Of course, bukod sa mga competition, meron pa tayong mga ibang mga games and surprises. But for the competition that we have right now na pinadala natin is yung stay at home competition. Marami naman tayong na-receive na na contestant para dun sa isang segment. Pero yung stay at home best photo, baka meron kayo dyan, send nyo na, madali lang naman, konting selfie-selfie, di ba? And if you want to do some presentations with your flatmates, very basic presentation, singing, dancing, best flatmates presentation. So 3 minutes lang. So mag-create na kayo and send it to us kasi para masaya yung ating anniversary. Siyempre, ipa-flash natin yon, naka-live, FilSoc live tayo, di ba? And of course, at the same time, tutok lang kayo kasi marami tayong mga surprises na gagawin. Plus, may mga raffle prizes din, di ba? So, may mga games and competitions. I-announce natin later on. But in the meantime, yung our search for Mr. and Miss FilSoc, meron na rin tayong ilang contestant. Pero sa mga lalaki, alam kong marami tayong gwapo dyan. At saka, good-looking members na willing din at committed. So join na kayo, mag-send kayo ng information kay Gina Salazar. Yeah?
Okay po.
Okay, salamat
Okay
po.
po.
At
Thank you po.
salamat po sa sport saan.
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you,
Oh,
everyone.
welcome.
Mr.
Thank
J.
you po.
Cactual, thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye.
Good night,
Bye.
everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.